Hello, Dr. Doug Backrick here again with another Chats from the Chair from here at Maranatha Baptist University. Today we're going to talk about another one of the concentrations in the music major here. And before I do that, I wanted to tell you about the man who's looking over my shoulder. Perhaps you've wondered who that is. That is a portrait of Bach, kind of a reimagining of Bach as a skateboarder. And my wife and I found this painting by a Des Moines, Iowa artist when we were traveling actually in Illinois. And an interesting story behind that painting, the artist had actually been to Germany and visited a coffee shop that Bach had actually sat in and drunk coffee and probably talked over music and troubles with his friends. And she was inspired by that, so when she went home, she actually got out her coffee and brewed it and then used it as her paint to create the painting. And we thought that was kind of fun. And so there he is looking over everything that happens in my office. It makes sense to start out talking about Bach because we're going to focus on the church music concentration here at Maranatha. And Bach, amongst the many things he did as a composer, performer, educator, father, husband, primarily was a church musician. Now, every musician at Maranatha is equipped to serve in their local church. It's a part of the mission of our university. No matter what we study, we want people to be prepared to use their giftings for the Lord in their local church. But the church music concentration is especially for those who see themselves being in perhaps vocational ministry, where maybe their full-time work is going to be in the local church, maybe local church and Christian school, or someone who just wants to be very well equipped specifically for music in the local church. Now, as with all of our concentrations, church music person will take the music core of classes, they'll take the Bible core, the humanities core, and then they'll have a collection of classes that are specific to the church music concentration. So these are going to be classes like hymnology, which is the study of the history of hymns, both the lyrics and the music, and the study of congregational singing. It will include a class that focuses specifically on the logistics of all the parts of a music ministry, a music library, organizing things for a choir, children's music, congregational instruments, all the various moving parts. There'll be an extra class in conducting and an internship where a student will spend a number of weeks in a local church setting working under an experienced church musician. So it's a wonderful concentration, especially when it is wedded with one of our other concentrations, perhaps the pedagogy or the early childhood music, where somebody can use those skills in the Christian school setting or perhaps an outside studio, and then serve significantly in their local church as well. So it's an exciting concentration that allows somebody to delve deeply into the use of music, both for honoring and glorifying the Lord and for edifying his saints. And that's why we have music in the church, to help us express our thanks to the Lord, and then to teach and admonish each other through our singing, helping the word of Christ dwell in us richly. If that's something that you're interested in, I'd encourage you to look at the church music concentration here.